Tell me about yourself. Who are you?
My name is Cliff Hengst. I'm an artist and performer, and I live and work in San Francisco. I've been in San Francisco now almost 30 years, believe it or not. And I'm not leaving anytime soon. I'm like an institution here, like a mental institution here. I'm here. I'm in it to win it. I live in San Francisco, and I have a studio a block away from where I live, and that's where I do most of my drawing and painting.
So you're saying we have to get used to you being around here?
Yeah, even more. I mean, wow. I mean, yeah. I'm not going anywhere. People have been like going to me and saying, "Oh, you know, I'm moving to Mexico or I'm going to Canada." And I'm like, "Good, go. I'm going to be right here. I'm not going anywhere."
What kind of artist are you? Can you describe your work?
I do visual art, which is painting and drawing. My painting involves like lettering. I make a lot of signs. I use a lot of text in my work. I'm also I've been doing a lot of embroidery lately. I've been doing a lot of hand sewing with lettering and signs also as well, but on fabric. And I also do performance work. I'm a performance artist, and I've done stuff around town. I recently did some at the Museum of Modern Art, and yeah, I'm around.
How and why did you become an artist, Cliff?
Well, that's a good question. I always was inclined to do drawing and painting, but I never really thought much of it. I did stuff. I took some classes at a junior college in Pasadena State College, and I had a teacher that was like, "Have you ever thought about going to art school?" And I was like, "No, I didn't really seriously think about going to art school." But once he got that in my head, I was like, "Oh, maybe I could do all these things." And I was doing performance at the time, but I didn't know it was performance. I was just kind of doing these things with friends. So I went from Pasadena City College. I got into the Art Institute and went there for a couple of years and graduated in '90. And I went in as a painter, but I wasn't really feeling any of the painting classes. I really wasn't doing really good work either. It was kind of terrible work. So I switched majors. I took a performance class and thought, "Oh, this is more to my liking," and kind of got really into performance. But I never really stopped painting, so I've continued painting and drawing as well as doing performance.
What is the hardest part about being an artist?
What is the hardest part of being an artist? I guess it's that you have to figure out a way for it to be. You have to figure out a way to get something out of it that's not going to be monetary. Because if you're sitting around waiting for money or any kind of fame, it's just not going to happen. So you have to figure out something else. You have to, you know, they say do it for yourself, but you have to really, you have to make it almost an extension of yourself. And you have to do what you like. That's the only way you're going to make it as an artist. Because if you wait for everything else, it's never going to happen.
Can you tell me about the piece that you brought for the show?
Yeah. So this is it's brush painting, and it's. I was telling you this earlier, but I'll say it for the camera again. You said birds for the show, and I was like, birds, and I was looking around. I went to MoMA and saw a couple of birds represented in photography. There's a really incredible Japanese photography show, and there's this photo of these birds in a tree, and you can just see the whites of their eyes against the dark tree. It's a beautiful photo, and that really kind of inspired me. So I started doing paintings based on the shapes of birds, and not only in the sky but their profiles. And out of those suggestions, I just started cranking all of these paintings, and it was really one of those things that was like a surprise, because it was something I wasn't thinking about painting, but then I got really into the shape and the sizes of the birds that I was doing. This is more like a profile about the birds, and they start off being like almost a weird bird, and finally they end up being like more of an extension of the bird itself, the neck. It's just something that I enjoyed doing a lot.